Hello, my friend. Welcome back to SlowVibe English. My name is Anna. I am very happy you are here today. Today, we will talk about something that every English learner needs. We will talk about motivation. How can you keep learning English when you feel tired? How can you stay positive when progress feels slow? And how can you enjoy learning every day? Don't worry. You do not need to understand every word. Just listen carefully, relax, follow my voice. If you want, you can repeat after me. This is a wonderful way to improve your English little by little. Remember, learning English is not about being fast. It is about coming back every day. So, take a comfortable seat, take a slow, deep breath, smile, and let's begin our journey together.
Have you ever felt like your English is not improving? Maybe you study every week. Maybe you listen to podcasts. Maybe you learn new words. But sometimes you still think, my English is not good enough. If you have these thoughts, you are not alone. Almost every English learner feels this way, and that is completely normal. Learning a language takes time. It does not happen in 1 week. It does not happen in 1 month. It happens little by little. Imagine planting a small seed in the ground. On the first day, nothing happens. On the second day, you still cannot see anything. After 1 week, maybe the ground still looks the same. But something important is happening. The seed is growing under the soil. You cannot see it, but it is growing. Learning English is very similar. Sometimes your brain is learning quietly. You may not notice it today, but one day you will understand a sentence that was difficult before. One day you will remember a word without thinking. One day you will answer a question in English with confidence. Progress often comes quietly. That is why patience is so important. Many learners compare themselves with other people. They watch someone speaking English very well. Then they think, why can't I speak like that? But everyone has a different journey. Some people started learning 5 years ago. Some people practice every day. Some people have more free time. Your journey is your own. Do not compare your first chapter with someone else's 10th chapter. Instead, compare yourself with the person you were yesterday. Maybe yesterday you knew 10 words. Today, you know 11. That is progress. Maybe yesterday you were afraid to speak. Today, you spoke 1 sentence. That is progress. Maybe yesterday you listened for only 2 minutes. Today, you listened for 10. That is also progress. Every small step has value. Sometimes people believe they must study for 2 or 3 hours every day. But that is not always true. A short study session can also be powerful. 5 minutes today, 10 minutes tomorrow. A few new words. 1 short story. 1 podcast episode. These small actions become big results over time. Think about brushing your teeth. You do it every day. Each time takes only a few minutes. But after many months and many years, those small minutes protect your smile. Learning English works in the same way. Small daily practice creates strong language skills. Consistency is more important than intensity. It is better to study a little every day than to study many hours only once a month. You do not need to rush. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to continue. Another important thing is kindness. Please be kind to yourself. Many learners say, "My pronunciation is terrible. I always make mistakes. I'm too old to learn English." But these words do not help you. Instead, try saying something different. I am learning. I am improving. I can become better. My English is stronger than before. Simple, positive words can change how you feel. When you believe you can improve, you become more willing to practice. And practice is what really helps you grow. Remember this. Mistakes are not your enemy. Mistakes are your teacher. Every mistake shows you something new. Every mistake gives you another chance to improve. If you never make mistakes, you are probably not trying anything new. So do not be afraid. Speak. Listen. Read. Write. Practice every day. Little by little. Step by step. Your English will become stronger. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. But it will happen. One day, you will look back. You will remember today. You will smile. And you will realize you never stopped moving forward. You just moved slowly. And sometimes, slow progress is the strongest progress of all. Now, I have 3 simple questions for you. Think about them quietly. Question 1. Why did you start learning English? Question 2. What small success did you have this week? Maybe you learned one new word. Maybe you finished one lesson. Maybe you understood one sentence. Every success is important. Question 3. What is one small thing you can do tomorrow to practice English? It does not need to be big. Just one small step. Because one small step can become a beautiful journey. Take a moment. Smile. Be proud of yourself. You are here. You are listening. You are learning. And that already means you are moving forward. Now, we will learn how to stay motivated, even on days when you do not feel like studying. Because the truth is, everyone has difficult days. Even the best learners, even teachers, even people who speak English very well. The difference is not that they never feel tired. The difference is that they continue. Not perfectly, but consistently. Many people make a big plan. They say, "I will study English for 2 hours every day." For the first few days, everything feels exciting. But after 1 week, life becomes busy. Work becomes difficult. School takes more time. The weather changes. You feel tired. Then the big plan disappears. Does this sound familiar? If your answer is yes, don't worry. It happens to many people. Instead of making a big plan, try making a small habit. A habit is something you can do almost every day. It is simple, it is easy to remember, and it does not make you feel stressed. For example, listen to English while making breakfast. Read one short paragraph before going to bed. Learn 3 new words after lunch. Repeat 5 sentences while walking. These habits are small, but when you repeat them every day, they become part of your life. You no longer ask, "Should I study today?" You simply do it, just like brushing your teeth, just like drinking water. English becomes a natural part of your day. Some learners believe that studying only happens at a desk, but English can go with you everywhere. While you cook, listen to a podcast. While you walk, think in English. When you see a chair, say, "This is a chair." When you drink coffee, say, "I am drinking coffee." These simple sentences train your brain. Little by little, your mind begins to think in English. And one day, you notice something surprising. You stop translating every word. You simply understand. That is a beautiful feeling, and it comes from small, daily practice. Many people say, "I'll start next Monday. I'll study after my vacation. I'll begin when I have more free time." But perfect moments are very rare. Life is never completely quiet. There is always something happening. So instead of waiting, start today. Even if you only have 5 minutes, 5 minutes can become 10. 10 minutes can become 20. But first, you must begin. Remember this simple sentence. Starting is often the hardest part. Once you start, it becomes much easier to continue. Sometimes we only notice our mistakes. We forget our progress. Let's change that. Did you understand one new sentence today? Celebrate it. Did you remember a difficult word? Celebrate it. Did you finish listening to one podcast? Celebrate it. Every small success deserves a smile. You don't need a prize. You don't need applause. Just tell yourself, "Good job. I'm proud of myself." Positive feelings make learning enjoyable. And when learning feels enjoyable, you want to continue. Let's listen to 2 different learners. The first learner says, "My English is terrible. I always make mistakes. I'll never become fluent." Now listen to the second learner. "My English is improving. I make mistakes because I am learning. I become stronger every day." Which learner will continue longer? Probably the second one. The words you say to yourself become your thoughts, and your thoughts become your actions. So choose kind words. Choose hopeful words. Encourage yourself. You deserve that. Everyone has a reason for learning English. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want a better job. Maybe you want to study abroad. Maybe you want to watch movies without subtitles. Maybe you simply enjoy learning. Your reason is special. Keep it close to your heart. Write it on a piece of paper. Put it on your desk. Save it as your phone wallpaper. Whenever you feel tired, read it again. Your reason will remind you why you started. And sometimes, that is all you need to keep going. Before we finish this part, let's think together. What is one English habit you can start tomorrow? Can you listen for 5 minutes? Can you learn 3 new words? Can you read one short story? Choose something small, very small, because small habits are easier to keep. Now think about your dream. Why do you want to speak English? Imagine yourself 1 year from today. You are speaking with confidence. You understand more. You smile because you know you never gave up. That future begins today with one small habit, one small decision, one more step, one more decision, one more step. You have done a wonderful job. You listened carefully, you stayed with me, and now we are in the final part of today's episode. In part 1, we learned that every small step matters. In part 2, we discovered how simple daily habits can help us stay motivated. Now, let's talk about something just as important. Let's talk about enjoying the journey. Because learning English is not only about reaching a goal, it is also about enjoying every step along the way.
Sometimes we look at other people and think, they speak English so well. They learn faster than I do. They are much better than me. When we compare ourselves with others, we often forget how far we have already come. Imagine that you are walking through a beautiful forest. Some people walk quickly. Some people stop to enjoy the flowers. Some people take pictures. Some people rest for a while. Everyone reaches the destination in a different way. Learning English is the same. There is no prize for finishing first. There is no race. The only important thing is that you keep walking. Maybe your steps are small. That is perfectly fine. Small steps still move you forward. Remember, the person you need to compete with is only the person you were yesterday. If today's English is a little better than yesterday's, you are winning. Many learners are afraid of making mistakes. They worry about grammar. They worry about pronunciation. They worry that someone might laugh at them. But think about this. How did you learn your first language? When you were a child, did you speak perfectly? Of course not. You made many mistakes. You said words the wrong way. You forgot many things. But your family smiled. They encouraged you. Little by little, you learned. Now you are doing the same thing again. Only this time, you are learning English. Every mistake teaches you something new. Every correction helps you improve. Every conversation gives you more experience. So don't hide your mistakes. Learn from them. Smile at them. Thank them, because they are helping you become stronger. One day, the mistakes you make today will become the lessons that helped you become fluent. Sometimes learning feels like hard work.
But it doesn't always have to be serious. You can learn while having fun. Watch a short video in English. Listen to your favorite songs. Read simple stories before bedtime. Play vocabulary games. Talk to yourself while cooking. Describe the things around you. For example, the sky is blue. My coffee is hot. I feel happy today. These simple moments are also English practice. The more English becomes part of your life, the easier learning feels. And when learning becomes enjoyable, you naturally want to do more. That is one of the biggest secrets to long-term success.
Now, close your eyes for just a moment. Imagine yourself 1 year from now. You are watching an English movie. You understand most of the conversation. You smile. You don't need subtitles anymore. Imagine traveling to another country. Someone asks you a question in English. This time, you answer with confidence. Imagine joining an online meeting. You understand the discussion. You share your ideas. People understand you. Imagine reading an English book. You finish one chapter, then another. You realize, I can really do this. That future is possible. Not because you are lucky, not because you are perfect, but because you never stopped learning. Every podcast you listen to, every new word you remember, every sentence you practice builds that future.
One brick at a time. One day after another. Before we finish today's episode, I want to tell you something. Sometimes you may feel that nobody notices your effort. Maybe your family doesn't know how hard you study. Maybe your friends don't understand your goals. But please, remember this. Every minute you spend learning matters. Every time you choose to listen instead of giving up matters. Every small step you take today is creating a better tomorrow. I believe in you. Even if your English is not perfect today, even if you still feel nervous, even if you still make many mistakes, I believe you can improve. Not overnight, but day by day. Slowly, patiently, confidently. And I hope you will believe in yourself too. Because confidence does not come before action. Confidence grows because of action. Each time you practice, you become a little more confident. Each time you continue, you become a little stronger. Before we say goodbye, take one deep breath. Think about one thing you learned today. Think about one reason you want to continue learning English. Now make yourself one simple promise. I will not give up. I will practice a little tomorrow. I will keep moving forward. That promise is enough. Because big dreams begin with small promises. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I truly appreciate that you chose to learn English today. Remember, you don't need to be the fastest learner. You don't need to know every word. You don't need perfect grammar. You only need one thing: to keep going. One day, you will look back and you will realize that every small step brought you exactly where you wanted to be. So keep listening, Keep speaking. Keep believing in yourself. And most importantly, keep enjoying your English journey.
Before you leave, if this episode helped you feel more confident, please support SlowVibe English. Click the like button so more English learners can discover these slow and relaxing lessons. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new episode. I would also love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below and answer this question. What is your biggest reason for learning English? I'll be reading your comments, and I can't wait to hear your story. Thank you for learning with me today. My name is Anna. This is SlowVibe English. Take care of yourself, keep smiling, keep learning. And I'll see you again in the next episode. Goodbye, my friend.